Welcome, racing fans, to RP Express. We're going express today. RP Full Throttle will return next week. Program note that RP Full Throttle will be on Friday next week at 7:05. So don't have a full throttle today because the things got a little screwy this week, and so we have no race notes. Although I didn't see it, but I was listening to the race on the radio, and I got some juice. And I guess the big story is, one, Kurt Busch winning his first win for 2016 in the 41 car, and we got a little write-up on the history of the number 41, a little fun thing we're doing here. But I guess the big story is what's going on with Brad Keselowski. Alright, Brad Keselowski, and we got some news on that. I haven't heard any suspensions for anybody on the number 2 team, and I've been looking all my go-to sources, and usually by now I have all the updates and stuff on penalties. Kyle Larson's crew chief got Chad Johnston got suspended one race for a lug nut violation, but that was about it. Nothing else really materialized. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens. But anyway, so what we're going to do today, it's going to be a short one, so we're going to be here for a couple minutes. We'll go over the driver standings, the racing schedule coming up this weekend as NASCAR heads to Michigan. The trucks head to Texas on Friday night. That's tomorrow. And a race I've been looking forward to all week. I love the trucks at Texas. It's only 100 laps, but still, it's fun to watch. And now, I don't know when the trucks head to Pocono. I'm going to have to check the NASCAR schedule here. So, anyway, I'll just wait for the NASCAR app to fire up. Meanwhile, we'll continue on with what we got to do. So, a rain-ridden weekend at the Poconos. Saturday's Xfinity Series race, abbreviated by rain, and Sunday's race became a Monday matinee. And so now IndyCar gave you a nice treat because you had 2 races from IndyCar this weekend. The Chevrolet Duel in Detroit, race 1 and 2, Saturday and Sunday. So you can still get your racing on this past weekend. So now the trucks head to Pocono on July 30th. That's actually going to be the Pocono Mountains 150. Only 50 laps, so, there you go. That's July 30th. Now, the trucks, as mentioned, head to Texas this Friday, and then it's Iowa. Then June 18th, which is a Saturday night race, they're heading to Iowa. Then June 25th to the Gateway Motorsports Park for the Driving for Lineman 250, which is always a fun race. But after now Gateway, then Kentucky, and then July 20th, which let's see, I think it's going to be a Wednesday. That's the race where they head to Eldora, and they always do it on a Wednesday. And yes, that is a Wednesday night, June 20th. And that's the Summer Mud Classic, where they actually race on the dirt there, which is always a fun race. And then after Eldora, they head to Pocono. And then it's Bristol Motor Speedway, August 17th, jumping a little ahead, but that will be for the UNOH 200. Now, Xfinity Series. Now, Sprint Cup and Xfinity Series head to Michigan this weekend. The Menard 250 for Xfinity Series. That's a 1:30 race. Then from there, Xfinity Series heads to Iowa on June 10th. June 19th. I can't read. June 19th, which is actually, that is a Sunday race. Let me check the calendar for you. Yes, it is. That's Father's Day at 1:30. And then July 1st, Daytona. So, believe it or not, we are creeping into the second half. Well, not officially in the second half of the season. It doesn't start until they head to Daytona, and that's for Xfinity Series is July 1st. Now let's see the trucks. The trucks No. The trucks don't go back to Daytona at all, actually. So, no Daytona. But the Sprint Cup Series, and that's going to be the Coke Zero 400, which is July 2nd. And that's on a Saturday. So, there you go. A lot of, last year, they did that race on a Sunday, and that didn't turn out too good. Obviously won that Big Rick. But Sunday night was just not, it's not on after a holiday weekend. So, good job switching this race to Saturday. That's going to be July 2nd. And that's when NBC takes over. So, there you go. So let's go over some of the results. Pocono Green 250, which was the Xfinity Series race. Kyle Larson, the winner in the 42 Chevrolet. Eric Jones comes in second in the 20 Toyota. Ty Dillon finishes in third in the number 3 Chevy. And then the Exalta We Paint Winners 400, which was Monday's race. Kurt Busch, the winner in the 41 Chevy, who led 32 laps. Dale Jr. comes in second in the 88 Chevrolet. He led 4 laps and gained 2 points. And Brad Keselowski comes in third in the number 2 Ford, gained 3 points right there. IndyCar on Saturday with the Chevrolet Duel in Detroit Race 1, won by a Chevrolet, Sebastian Bourdais in the 11 car, finishing second Connor Daly in the 18 Honda, and finishing third Juan Pablo Montoya in the number 2 Chevrolet. And the winner for I believe it was, hold on, I think it was Scott Dixon that won on Sunday. All right, let's see. Firing up the IndyCar app here. These apps are really awesome. I got the IndyCar app, Formula One app, the NASCAR app, and you can actually listen to the radio. Now, NASCAR, Formula One, they charge you for that extra feature to listen to the radio. IndyCar doesn't. IndyCar gives it to you for free, which is pretty cool. Will Power, the winner on Sunday, and that's the Chevrolet Duel race number 2 on Belle Island in Detroit. It's actually Belle Island State Park. Now, don't have no race notes. Do got notes from Saturday's race, which was the Xfinity Series race, which was rain shortened. They did have a competition caution lap 16, and then now Kyle Larson took the lead. Okay, at lap 24, there was a caution, the second caution, which came out lap 20, and Justin Allgaier, who was driving the 7 car on Saturday, into the wall at turn 2. Joey Gase, the lucky dog, but the restart lap 24, Joe Logano was actually in front. Kyle Larson second, Kyle Busch third, 22:42 in the 18. Quickly, Kyle Larson takes the lead. So now you have Larson, Logano, Kyle Busch, which kept the lead for a little while. Lap 28, though, it was Kyle Larson, Eric Jones, and Joey Logano as he drops down to third. Caution 3 would come out at lap 30. And that was for debris in turn 2. Now, Ryan Ellis, okay, he was the lucky dog. The restart would be lap 35. Eric Almirola, Ty Dillon, Joey Logano, the top 3. You had a battle for first between the 3 and the 98. Okay, Eric Almirola in 98, Ty Dillon in the 3. Lap 35, Kyle Larson takes the lead back. So now you have Larson, Dillon, and Logano for 3:22. But then you have a big wreck on, which brings out question 4, lap 38. Ryan Reed, who on Saturday was driving the 16 car, goes into the wall, spins, bang. He spins, and the 51 car goes boom right into him. 51 gets collected by the 16, and then now the restart here was lap 44, and it was Kyle Larson, Ty Dillon, Joey Logano for 42, 3, and 20. This restart was actually under review, and it turned out that the 25 car driven by Ryan Ellis, he jumped the restart, had a server pass through. Then you get to lap 47 now. Kyle Larson, Eric Jones, Ty Dillon top 3, 42, 20, and 3. Lap 50. This is the race halfway mark. It wasn't not yet raining, but they were reporting sprinkles. This is according to Fox. And with 25 cars on the lead lap, Then lap 51, they throw the caution out for precipitation, which was reported in turn 3. And I wasn't sure if this was going to end the race because they showed the radar and it looked like just a little, but then there was a whole bunch of clouds coming, but it looked like they could have gotten it in, but I guess not. But they showed the radar on Fox, but it didn't look like anything crazy. But needless to say, cars came into pit lap 52. Kyle Larson still the race leader, and then that's it. The red flag comes out, drivers come out, and and then Fox started showing the 1993 Daytona 500 during the rain delay. Dale Jarrett and Dale Earnhardt Sr. So you got a little treat there. But the race was officially called at 3:58 p.m. Eastern Time, and Kyle Larson was, and apparently there was a fight between Ryan Sieg and Ryan Reed that they didn't show on TV. Yeah, there was a little scuffle right there. So that's what I heard. Alright, so let's get into the driver stands real quick, and then we'll go over the racing schedule, and then we'll go over some racing news. So we're going to just breeze through today, and remember that RP Full Throttle will be back next week, and we'll be on Friday. And my friends, I'm going to get a DVR for the Podcast Center, because it's like simple to get a DVR. The cable company lets you do it on the whatever. I think it's like $10 extra, but you know. So we'll start with the Sprint Cup Series driver standings, and still in first place, Kevin Harvick, the 4-car, 490 points. Kurt Busch in second, okay, with the 41. Brad Keselowski in third. Carl Edwards sits in fourth place. Now, Carl Edwards with 437 points. Kyle Busch in fifth place with 416. Jimmy Johnson in sixth with 415. Chase Elliott sits in seventh place with the 24 car. 8th place is Joey Logano. 9th place is Martin Truex Jr. And in 10th place, it's Matt Kenseth with the number 20 machine with 382 points. Now from 11th to 15th place, it is Dale Earnhardt Jr., Denny Hamlin, Austin Dillon, Jay McMurray, and Ryan Blaney in 15th. 16th through 20th, it's Ryan Newman, AJ Allmendinger, Casey Kane, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., and Trevor Bayne. Kyle Larson, Paul Menard, Clint Boyer, Eric Almirola, and Greg Biffle, 21st through 25th. Manufacturer standings, Toyota, 588 points in first place. Chevrolet in second with 566. Ford is in third with 514. Xfinity Series driver standings in first place right now is Daniel Suarez, the 19 car with 408 points. Second place is Elliott Sadler. Ty Dillon in third place, still with the number 3 car, 390 points. Brendan Gowen in fourth place with the 62 car. And fifth place is Eric Jones with the number 20. Brendan Gowen with 363, Eric Jones with 359. Brandon Jones with the 33 car sits in 6th place. Justin Allgaier in 7th with the number 7 machine with 355 points. 8th place, Brendan Poole. Dale Willis Jr. in 6th place, and in 10th place, it's Ryan Reed. From 11th to 15th, it's Blake Koch, Ryan Sieg, Jeb Burton, Ross Chastain, and Jeremy Clements. 16th to 20th, Dakota Armstrong, J.J. Elley, Ryan Preece, Ray Black Jr. is in 20th. There's a typo here. I got Ryan Preece down here twice. But 20th place is Ray Black Jr. 21st, B.J. McLeod. Joey Gase in 22nd. Mario Gosselin 23rd. David Starr in 24th. And Justin Marks in 25th. Manufacturer standings for the Xfinity Series. First place, Toyota, 499 points. Second place, Chevrolet with 490. Third place is Ford with 425. And Dodge is in fourth with 105. And since trucks are coming to town this Friday, Camping World Truck Series driver standings. First place, Matt Crafton, the 88 truck, 161